アメリカでの生活の課題。
Sometimes cannot understand.
In US, these are the topics they talk about when they chit chat.
Do you have any experiences you feel?
I'd like you to, align with me in your city, and I feel that they're more open to it. And all these people originally from there feel threatened.
你好。
你好。
你好。你好。
ヤムチャンネルです。中途半端中国人チャイニーズマフィアのさんさんです。
中国生まれ中国育ちのトトです。
中国生まれ中国育ちのエンです。I'm Icy the Juicy and I was born and raised in China.
よろしくお願いします。このチャンネルではマフィアと美女で日本と中国の関係を盛り上げていこうと思います。はい。ってことで前回ゲストのアイシーに、なぜアメリカにって言ったところを淡々とインタビューしたと思うんですけど、やっぱりね、新しい環境に飛び込むと、不慣れなこととか、危険度が変わったりとかね、あると思うし、そのあたりを今日は中心に、アメリカでの生活の課題っていうテーマでお話を聞いていこうと思ってます。Okay, let's start the interview. What three difficulties you have faced while living in United States?
I would say the language, the culture gap, and also the safety.
Everything I can imagine.
Yes, but for the cities, particularly in New York.
But I think your English is very good. 少なくとも俺よりはね。What kind of situation do you feel the language gap?
Because I'm not a native speaker, so there are always words or expressions that I don't understand. Like the slangs on TikTok, because I don't really follow TikTok or other social media. I'm not really following the trends or the expressions here, so sometimes I need to Google it.
I can really relate to that because I sometimes cannot understand why Japanese people laughing at their comedies. It's really difficult to understand their culture since I didn't grow up here.
Yes. Rather than language barrier, I would say maybe some culture barrier.
Yeah.
And especially when you work and you need to chit chat with your colleagues, they always come up with something that maybe you don't get it. Yes.
So I always watch the NBA, and sometimes I can't understand those commentators said.
Yes, and actually sports, basketball, football, games are really major here in US. These are the topics they will talk about when they chit chat. And I don't watch game at all. It's really hard for me to communicate that with them.
I see.
You always hang out with Chinese friends or American
I
friends?
think most of my friends are Chinese, but I do have some US friends here. Yeah, my US friends are from either my school or my training program or my college. This topic, but I'm really curious. Have you ever made any friends after you work? Yes. Oh, yes. I actually made a lot of good friends after I work, and most of them are Chinese. Yeah. Some of them are US because I find it really hard to make friends, after you work in Japan.
Do you have any experience that you feel you get some discrimination from your colleagues or friends?
Not really from my colleagues or friends. Well, I have a hypothesis here because we work in mental health. So discrimination and let's say equality or equity. These are the topics we really pay attention to. We learned a lot from it. We self-reflect on it. So I don't really get that from them, but I do encounter discriminations from random people, I would say, like based on my race or my age or I don't know, my language. Certain assumptions about me when they're interacting with me.
So you said in the third you face difficulty in safety. So could you give us a more detailed episode what kind of unsafetyness do you experience?
Yes, so it's I think maybe 9 or 10 in the evening, and I was waiting for the train in the train station. A random guy just came to me and started yelling at me. So I don't know, I'm an Asian female, so I'm relatively small size compared to the male figure. And when my comfort zone was broken in but they broke into my comfort zone, and I was really scared. I am not the only one there to wait for the train, but that guy kind of picked me. Because maybe I'm an easy target. I don't know.
So did you get hurt from him or her?
Not really physically hurt, but I do get really scared after that incident, and I started like paying more attention to my surrounding, being a little bit vigilant, and it's really scared me.
Did you take any actions to avoid that guy at that time?
Yes, because they said in New York you cannot react to this kind of situation. What you can do is walk away. You pay no attention to them so that they won't continue bothering. And that's what I did.
日本に住む女子2人は日本でなんかそういう危険を感じたことある？
メンタルヘルスが問題がある人がいなくはないと思います。もう1回だけだけど同じように駅で急に声かけられたことはあります。だけどアジア人の体型は同じだからそこまで怖くはないんですけど。
確かに。Okay. So let's move on to the next topic. Until now, we have a very negative topic about the United States. What is a more good episode do you have in the United States?
I have a lot of good episodes, and I think the main one is the open discussion and also the independent thinking advocacy. Like, particularly, I have a lot of friends from the LGBTQ plus group, and I don't know, like the June is the Pride month, so we have the parade and a lot of exciting, interesting, really good activities celebrate LGBTQ plus group, and I get a chance to celebrate with my friends, so that was really fun.
日本も最近結構 LGBT の連邦パレードとかも開催されてるし、結構環境的には整ってると思いますが、そういう話題がまだ出てきてないので、アメリカと比べるとまだまだ整える必要のあるところがあると思います。
One of the reasons that why they had such open discussion is because they have a lot of immigrants from all over the world, and they all come from different backgrounds. So in order to express themselves, their own ideas, so they have to discuss it and be open about it and accept each other's differences. A lot of foreigners come into USA and they're not familiar with the local culture, and they are acting. Some of their actions may consider rude. So they want to know if there some other people coming from some other culture. So if they're have some conflicts or something, what would they react?
Who are they? US people or?
Yeah, the local people. Yeah.
I think it depends on the conflict. To know some local people who are more conservative, they might hold certain stereotypes about immigrants, and that's why they might have more extreme reactions compared to other more, let's say, open-minded people. So less conservative people.
To my experiences, Japanese people, they tend to do, if you come to my country, if you come to my culture, I'd like you to, align with me, to accept my culture and, act Japanese way. When I in USA, I feel that they're more open to different culture.
From my understanding, let's say expectation for immigrants, they are like a spectrum. So maybe some countries or some cultures, they have more narrow spectrum. And if there are a lot of immigrants coming in and all these different cultures, they do not fall into that spectrum. Of course, the people originally from there feel threatened, feel you need to respect my culture here. But given the history of US, the spectrum is widened. Whether it's through conflicts or communication. While most immigrants, they might find their cultural values landed in the spectrum. And that's why they feel welcome or embraced, because people already know there.
Understood. まあそこはね、やっぱ日本でも同じだと思うし、保守的な人もいれば、超オープンマインドな日本人もいると思うんだけど、do you think in your community that the open mind people is more and or the conservative is more in your community?
I think it's more open-minded people.
オープンマインドでいきましょうか。
But,
アメリカでの生活の課題等々をね、ちょっと聞いてきましたけれども、文化的な話もし、ランゲージの話もあるし、アンセーフティの話もある。ということで、もし皆さんも何か気になることがあれば、コメントに残していただければと思います。シェシェバイバイ。
bye.